What is good, guys? What is good? We have to talk about Parker Washington because this dude went nuclear this year, bro. He went crazy. He came out of nowhere too, right? If you didn't know, he's third-year wide receiver, Penn State. And I mean, under Dougie P, he wasn't doing a lot, right? I mean, you'll see right here in the next clip. He only had, so in his rookie year, and I mean, he's like a 6th round pick, right? He literally had 132 receiving yards, 2024, 390, and then a massive jump to 954. Parker Washington went off. He was great. He was great. And you got to keep in mind, like the Jags wide receivers, Brian Thomas Jr., he was off his game all season. And then Travis Hunter, whenever he was in offense, Travis Hunter got hurt and he's out for the season, right? So Parker Washington stepping up along with Jacoby Myers, massive. And you got to give some credit to Coach Cohen. You know what I mean? Like Liam Cohen coming in, it's pretty clear that that guy is an offensive mind, and he's like elevated a lot of Jags players, and Parker Washington just so happened to just pop off this year. And he was phenomenal, dude. He really was. I mean, look at that. He had 6 touchdowns, 954 receiving yards. Look at that. His targets went up. 19, 51, and then 98 this last year. I mean, he plays out wide and he plays out his slot. It's literally like 50-50, right? And we're going to dive straight into the film, man. Straight into the film. So bear with me. This first clip, it's, this Cincinnati game, it's, I don't know, whoever the camera lens, the guy, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. But you'll see Parker Washington down on the bottom right here, and watch him on this play up against the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, look at him on this post corner. Look at him. And look at him snag that pass, bro. I mean, come on. Parker Washington is literally listed as 5'10". For all we know, they just have him listed as 5'10". He may be 5'9", right? But look at him go up for this thing, man. I mean, look at that. The corner even got a little bit of contact, but he ran through it. Corner had inside leverage at that point. And look at that. The corner is honestly playing this pretty well. He's mirroring that route pretty damn well. But Parker Washington, look at this, just attacks the ball. Look at him go up for that thing and snags that right out of the air. And this is exactly what Trevor Lawrence in this offense need. They just need consistency, and that's exactly what they got from Parker Washington in his 3rd year, dude. It was shit like this, like all season long. All right, and then we have this play, and you'll see him on motion right here up at the top of the screen, right out of that twins. Kind of got a trips right here. With the single wide receiver down here at the bottom. But watch him right off of this motion on this play. I mean, look at him work across the field on that crosser, dude. Very, very explosive. Like, he's a really explosive. He's real explosive after the catch. You see him right here on motion. Look at that. Motion him in. Got him on the drag. That CB's trailing. That CB's already out of position. And, bro, Trevor Lawrence hits him with a really nice pass on the run. And look at that. Turns up, gets a big gain, breaks the tackle, a little bit of yak too, right? Then turns up, and I mean, he turns this into a pretty damn big gain. But stuff like this, man, this is what they needed because they got inconsistency from Brian Thomas, like I said, and you don't have Travis Hunter. And, you know, before they traded for Jacoby Myers, it was just a lot of Parker Washington. You got to remember that. It was a lot of Parker Washington without Jacoby Myers coming in before the trade. All right, then we have him on this play down here at the bottom. See, we got 5 in motion right there. Watch him up against this CB on the Raiders. He's going to work inside. Boom. Hits the dig route. Look at him snag that thing out of the air. That's just a reoccurring thing with Parker Washington. He just catches with his hands, bro. I mean, I'm sure every now and then there's plays where he's catching with his body. But he is very aggressive at the point of catch. And I love it, too. It's smooth. Like, he's a smooth catcher. Look at this. Trev puts it right out in front. Beautiful pass by Trev. Makes it so he can run after the catch. And look at this. I mean, he put it a little bit high, right? Like, so he had to leap up for it. But still, he let him. I don't want people to get too crazy. Like, he had to jump for that. But nah, look at this. He goes up for that thing, snags it out of the air. And he's still able to get some yak. But just really smooth. Really smooth by Parker Washington. Look at this. Stems outside, then breaks inside. That CB's backside, but bro, look at this. Right after the break, he got him on this break inside. Boom. And this guy is out of position, and just that little bit of space right there is enough, and Parker Washington makes him pay for it right here.
Yo, you're not subscribed? Come on, man, why you not subscribed? Be sure to drop a like on this video as well while you're at it, and be sure to follow me on Instagram. Drop any topic of discussion, any question in there, we can make a video on it. Even if you have a player, we can do some film review on them as well. All right, now let's get back to the video.
Big game. All right, then we have him up at the top of the screen right here. Kind of got a twins single down right here. We're at 11 personnel, so we got tight end off of the right tackle. Watch your boy up at the top right here on this route. Look at that, bro. He is an underrated route runner. Like, look at this. Look at this. Breaking inside, getting the CB. Look at that CB. He's literally turned inside, and then he crosses his hips, and it's too late. Look at this. Right there. He's already beat. And then, I mean, Trev honestly could have led him a little bit more, but again, Parker Washington super aggressive at the point of the catch. Look at him go up for this. Ball is thrown in back of him, and look at him snag this thing out of the air. I mean, that CB had a shot at picking that thing off. He really did, but Parker Washington securing the blanket, saving his QB a little bit, right? Because it was behind, and just a really good catch by Parker Washington. Really good catch. All right, then we have him on this play. Got him in the slot right here. Like I said, like 50-50 slot. Like 50 slot, 50% out wide. So you see him right here in the slot. Some of these plays, I know we've seen him in the slot and wide. That's why I got to mention that. You see him right here on this deep crosser, and right off the bat, bro, he's already open, right? Like, Trevor's already looking there. This guy's like, oh shit, I need to get back. He's too late. Oh, he's too late. Look at this. Yes, sir. Trev hits him in stride. He turns up. Massive gain. Massive gain. Dude, he was like the #1 guy for the Jags, and just 15-yard, 25-yard, 30-yard plays. Parker Washington was the guy, and you see him right here on this deep crosser. And man, let me tell you, those crossers in the NFL are absolutely dangerous, especially deep crossers. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but McDaniel, when he first got to Miami with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, dude, those deep crossers were so dangerous, and people couldn't touch Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. But hey, you see Parker Washington doing his thing right here. Liam Cohen, man, he knows how to drop some dope plays. All right, then on this, we got them out of shotgun right here. Looks like we're in 12 personnel. We got the 2 tight ends off the left tackle. Twins up at the top. I'm pretty sure that's Brian Thomas. Then we got your boy Parker right here in the slot. Let's see what he can do on this play. Hits the out, hits a 5-yard out. Yes, sir. Caught him in his own coverage. I mean, look at him kind of cutting up a little bit. Look at him kind of cutting up. Breaks the tackle, right? I love it. I love guys that like won't get thrown off with one hand, right? With the arm tackle. Throws the guy off, and then look at that. He's just trying to dance. Gets a little bit of a stiff arm on Buda Baker. Look at that. You can see Buda Baker's head kind of cocked like this. But yeah, really good route. Simple, nothing crazy. But I love Parker Washington on that yak, dude. He's pretty good at that yak yardage. All right, then we have him on this play. Looks like the Jags are coming out in a trips up at the top with single down here at the bottom. You see him in the slot right there. Let's see what he can do on this play. Look at that, working inside. And I mean, look at this, dude. He's really good and super decisive with his route running. And I love it. I love it, right? Because if you catching, look at this. We're going to catch them in a man, but you have one floating guy right here. And he runs right in back of 6 right here. Look at that. That CB is literally outside leverage. He beats him to the inside, and then it's all go from there. Look at that. Trev unloads it. Look at that. It was late, too. It was late. And then Trev, he's literally coming out of the pocket, right? Like, literally, the pass rush is getting there, so Trev has to scramble out to his left. Look at Parker Washington working back to the ball. You got to love a guy that will work back to the ball for his quarterback. And look at him go up for that pass. Just another one where he's just going up for the pass. Thump. And, I mean, that corner was, again, this is one where the corner's right draped on his back, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good at catching the passes this year, man. He really was. Unless I'm tripping, maybe I need to go back and look. Maybe he had some drops. He possibly did, but he was super reliable for the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, again, looks like they're coming out in an empty set. Nobody back there to protect Trev. We got a trips look down here at the bottom with Parker Washington in the slot and the twins up at the top. And let's see what Parker Washington can do on this play. Gonna hit him with the fade. And look at him come back for the ball. I know it's kind of hard to see right here, but dude, that cornerback was literally all over him, and he's playing him super aggressive too. This is not easy. He's playing him super aggressive. Look at this. This corner is literally all over him, all the way to the point of the catch. And look at that. He comes back to the ball, makes the difficult catch. Like, that shit ain't easy, bro. That shit ain't easy. That shit ain't easy. Mr. Reliable doing his thing for his offense and Trevor Lawrence. All right, then we have this play. Looks like they're coming out in the trips up at the top. ETN on motion, and then we got Parker Washington singled up down here alone on that Broncos defender. Let's see what he can do on this play. Hits a 5-yard out. And I mean, look at this. Let's freeze it right here. 1, 2. He's got 2 Broncos defenders right there. He's got Hufanga in that other Broncos corner. If I saw the number, I could probably determine. But look at that, bro. Makes a miss. Massive gain. I mean, look at that. All the space in the world. And here's the thing. Parker Washington isn't the fastest wide receiver. I mean, look at that, bro. Like, he literally had all that space. And this guy took a great angle. He took a great angle, and he was just able to get over there. He's not the fastest guy in the world. He's a 4.59 wide receiver. But on field, I see a guy that literally looks like he's like in the 4.4. And sometimes I feel like we get caught up in the 40-yard time. But sometimes the on-field speed is all that matters. All that matters is beating your guy and really just finding that soft spot in the zone wherever you're running your route and picking apart a defense like Parker Washington did on this play. Look at that. Dude, I'm telling you, 6. Oh, man, he crossed his ass up. 6. He had great pursuit and a really good angle on that. So, man, come on, man. Take it easy on your boy. Take it easy on your boy. All right, then on this play up against Indy. Bro, it's looking like they're sending the house. Honestly, looking like they're sending the house. If that's the case, you're going to be singled up man-to-man all across the board right here. See the twins up at the top, singled down right here. And you got your boy in the slot, and let's see what he can do on this play. Hits him on the out, and I mean, he's 1v1, so if he can beat him, you know, he's got a blocker right here. Can get him for 6. Comes up a little bit short, but hey, still a really good route by Parker Washington. Look at this. Boom. And I even rounded it a little bit too. He didn't even get that close to the CB. Good route. Trout puts it on him. Yes, sir. Okay. Then we have this. Looks like they got a trips up at the top and a single with Brian Thomas Jr. down here at the bottom. And it looks like Parker's up at the top right here. So he's playing wide. He's not even in the slot. Let's see what he can do up against the CB on the Colts. Again, have him on this deep crosser. You can see it right off the bat. Let's see how this develops. He beat that CB. Dude, another really tough catch in traffic. And he knew he was going to take a pop too. Look at that. Look at this. Dude, I'm telling you, he can feel it. But look at him just go up for this pass. Boom. And he got his legs taken out too. Like, he literally got his knees taken out. We've seen guys get nasty injuries when defensive backs do that shit. Bro, he still caught the ball, followed through. Mr. Reliable once again. And I don't know if you guys remember Zach Ertz's injury, but I feel like it was something similar to this. And the CB went right after his knee. I mean, this looks like he goes right after his thigh. But, you know, still kind of a dangerous catch. And catching traffic, came up with the catch. All right, then we got this play. Looks like we got a trips up at the top right here with Brian Thomas Jr. down alone in the running back right off the left tackle. Probably get a chip, then go out for a pass. But watch Parker Washington right in the inside of this trips look up at the top. And another one where he's just going up for that pass. And he stayed on his feet too, bro. Like, look at this. I'm pretty sure he's running a post route right here. Look at this. He's running a post route right here. Boom. Stems it outside, then stems it inside. And I'm wondering if Trevor Lawrence was like thinking he was going to settle right here. It didn't matter. He looked back for the ball. Trevor Lawrence literally put it up for him. And it's just another one of those passes where Parker Washington is just going up for that thing and snagging it out of the air before these Buffalo defenders can get to it. Look at that. Snags that thing, and he's still up too. That's crazy because you would have thought that he would have been falling. All right, on this play, looks like we got a twins down here at the bottom, single up at the top with the tight end. Let's see what he can do on this play. Because we got 2 tight ends, 12 personnel. Making the guy miss, turning up. That was in a playoff game too. I know they lost this game, but Parker Washington still balled out in that game. I'm pretty sure he went for like 107 up against the Buffalo Bills. Look at that. Makes the guy miss, turns up, gets first down. Yes, sir. All right, then we got this player right here. Got the twins look on each side with the running back in the backfield on motion. Watch him on this. Working back inside on the CB. That was tough. I'm pretty sure that's Christian Benford too. Christian Benford, if you don't know, is a damn good corner, and he really started to play really good on the back end of the season for the Buffalo Bills. But watch Parker Washington. Works outside, and I mean, Christian Benford's playing him pretty physical. He's playing him pretty physical. But Parker Washington just runs through it, and look at this. Gives his quarterback a wide open option, lays it up for him, right out in front. Yes, sir. Christian can't get to that. Can't get to that if it's right out in front. Especially if he's playing trail technique, and Parker Washington snags that thing right out of the air. So, dude, I was extremely impressed with Parker this year. I really was. I know I said his name like 30, 40 times. But he was phenomenal this year, dude, because you just got to look at the Jags situation. Like, it started to look a little bit sketchy. It really did, but him, along with Jacoby Myers being there. Jacoby Myers was kind of like a security blanket, literally catching everything. But then you have Parker Washington turning up. And I mean, I don't know if there's questions surrounding Brian Thomas Jr. He kind of had a weird year, right? But now you have this guy. You have this guy, and he's going to be going into his 4th year. And I'm expecting Parker Washington in a contract year to absolutely go crazy for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Absolutely go crazy. I mean, dude, if I remember right, he was ranked right outside, like, he was just shy of 1,000 yards. He was just shy of 1,000 yards. I think he was like the 21st ranked wide receiver in receiving yards. Like, dude, it's like if you give him like 35 more targets, who knows how many receiving yards he gets. Like, dude could have like 1,400 receiving yards. You just never know with more targets. But yeah, I mean, you should be excited if you're a Jags fan. You got a lot of guys that some people just really ain't paying attention to, and Parker Washington is one of those guys. So you guys let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Be sure to drop a like, be sure to subscribe to your boy. All we do is talk football here, and yeah, man, appreciate you watching. It's your boy Shady Luke, and I'm outie. Deuces.